Hey, my Liptons. So, child, Meghan Markle really got me out here watching a cooking show for her. Like, I can't. Listen, the time I got up in the morning and I got the notification that With Love Meghan has dropped on Netflix, I was like, you know what? Even though cooking is not really like my thing, my hobby like that, I look at cooking as more of like a chore than I do as it like a like like something that sometimes people look at cooking as like, oh my god, like it brings so much happiness and da da da. I'm like, listen, I look at cooking as a chore. Like, I need to feed the people in my household. But I was like, you know what? We are in Ramadan times. I need to find other options towards the latter parts of Ramadan. So let me just watch this cooking show. Let me see what Meghan Markle got for me to do in my household, what I can cook. And let me just say this. For someone that is like, I don't watch cooking shows at all. Like, I was never into like the Martha Stewart stuff and I'm never into that kind of stuff. But like, I would say this, going into this Netflix series, it was it's well produced. Like, I have to give it its tens. Like, it's well produced. The music is on point. Like, it's very aesthetically beautiful. Like, it's very pretty. Like, it's like Megan definitely put, like, she's also an executive producer on the series as well. So she definitely did her big one. Like, this was well produced, well thick. But y'all know how Netflix is. Netflix is really good with their productions as well. So I do have to give it its tens for that. Like, it was well produced, well done, aesthetically pleasing. Um, I will say this though, some of the food I'm definitely gonna be, especially like the fried chicken episode. I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely gonna be making that in my house, and especially in the first episode, that trick that she did with the corn, like when she took like the corn that you grill, and she put it in the paper bag, and then she put it in the microwave, and you make popcorn out of that. It seems like something so simple, and yet like I'm like, why we never tried that? Why haven't I never tried that before? So I'm definitely gonna be doing that now. So she definitely gave us a cute little tips and tricks here and there in the cooking show. And I know for me personally, especially with my diet, like I'm really trying to incorporate more fruits and more veggies in my diet. So I'm definitely gonna take a few of the cues and tips that she had within the show, I would say too, and definitely incorporate that in my diet too, because your girl's trying to lose a few pounds. Okay, I'm trying to lose a cute little maybe 5 to 10 pounds. Okay, but like I would say this though, like at first I was thinking, like when they were saying like they're gonna drop all the 8 episodes at one time. At first I was like, maybe she should drop an episode, like one episode the first week, and then the next episode drop the next week. But I think now watching the series, and I basically binge watched the whole thing. Like, yeah, that's my time. Like, I sat down and binge watched this whole cooking show. But yeah, like I was like, you know what? I'm glad that she made it like a binge worthy thing, and I'm happy that Netflix went back to that aesthetic, because Netflix has been getting on my nerves with the pricing and like them trying to do like their TV gig kind of thing. Um, but yeah, like I think that overall it was a really good series. Like, I like the series for what it is. Like, if y'all are into like cooking and learning about how to cook new things and how to incorporate new things into your diet, I say this show is for you. Okay, and I also signed up to that newsletter. She put on her website on, I think it's As Ever Official, if I'm not mistaken. Like, if y'all go to the Meghan Instagram account, the she's her page that's meant for her cooking show As Ever is also up there. So I signed up for that newsletter because I definitely want that raspberry spread jam. Like, listen, I know you Megan fans are crazy. Y'all better leave some raspberry spread jam for me, okay? I'm into my jam. I love some jam. Leave that jam for me. Please do not make it sell out, child. Please do not make it sell out. But I'm definitely interested in getting that jam. But yeah, so she's gonna be in her business bag. She's trying to do her entrepreneurship thing, which is cool. I'm liking this new look on Meghan. I do think that this show will do numbers. I think that we'll get like a season 2 of the series, hopefully by like next year. Hopefully, we get new people. I do hope, like, she was kind of like, she definitely got a few famous people in the show. Like, she had Mindy Kaling, Abigail Spencer, Nacho. I'm forgetting his wife's name, but I think it's Deftly or Daphne. I'm forgetting her name. I'm sorry, but I also really liked that episode too, especially with the dog with Pulo. Pulo was just eating off the plate. It was so funny. Um, but yeah, like I thought that her guests were cool. Like Meghan definitely knows how to carry a conversation. Like with me, especially when I'm cooking, I'm like I don't want nobody talking to me. I'm just gonna try to do my thing, get out the kitchen. But like with her, like she definitely likes to have conversations while cooking, and she's definitely a learner. It was just something that came across off of watching this series, which I thought was really really cool. So people, I've noticed that, of course, I gotta incorporate some things in this video. There are some people that feel like, some of the things in the show might be too unrealistic for the normal everyday, like, person or American or whatever. Like, some of the things are a bit too far-fetched or like might be like for rich people kind of thing. And I can understand that kind of criticism, but like, listen, at the end of the day, Meghan has said it in the show, like, this is not about like striving for perfection. Like she's even said it in the series. Like she never grew up in a garden. She never grew up with having a garden like the way she does now. Of course now like she's more, established and rich and stuff like that. But like growing up she didn't have this stuff either. But like you can use like your local supermarkets or your local farmers market to incorporate some of the ingredients that she had for the show. Or maybe it doesn't even have to be exactly as how Meghan did. You can also remix and put your own little twists and spins to the recipes. So while I do agree, like some people do feel like, it might be a little bit too unrealistic, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's some things that we can also like incorporate as well. Like at the end of the day, we do have Whole Foods. Even yeah, Whole Foods is a little bit expensive too, but like still, Whole Foods, farmers market, your regular Douglas supermarket across the street. Try to incorporate some things, and I understand too. People might say, "Oh well." I could just see some of her detractors are gonna be like, oh, especially that episode where she's like there was like the chickens and she was taking the eggs. She was like, oh well, I can just see people talking about, oh eggs are very expensive right now, and and not everybody can afford having a chicken coop and the Archie's chicken and blah blah blah. And it's like, listen, at the end of the day, do what you can. That's all I'm trying to say. That's basically my advice. Do what you can. Survive in this society. Meghan has said this is not to be striving for perfection. It's about doing what you can, striving to while you're cooking. Find some ways. Find some happiness. Find some prosperity in that. Okay. At the end of the day, Meghan is not the president. She's not a politician. She's not someone that is a magician that can make all your worries go away. She's just a regular person like all the rest of us people. And she just happens to have a show. So either way, I would say like as far as like when it comes to the show and everything, I will give this. It was well produced. Like I would say like for a cooking show, well produced, beautiful, aesthetically beautiful. I give it a 10 out of 10. Like I definitely give this show a 10 out of 10. I thought it was well done. I hopefully it does get a second season. I'm gonna go back to my favorite episodes. I definitely think the Daniel Martin episode was really cool. I also think, let me see, the one with Chef Chow. Oh, I love that episode too. I thought that was a really good episode. So I think that love is within the details, as she says. Like, do what you can, do what brings you happiness while cooking. At the end of the day, cooking is what brings Meghan happiness and is what brings her anxiety down and stuff like that. And I think that we can also find the little bit of peace that we have within our normal everyday lives, whether that's doing chores, whether that's doing whatever. But yeah, you guys tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I think I'm gonna be doing a Daredevil. Cause I also think Daredevil also came out today too, child. But yeah, I think I'm gonna watch Daredevil as well. But but then I don't think we can binge watch Daredevil. I think it's just one episode a week. But yeah, you guys tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Tell me if you guys are into cooking shows. If you're not, then you could just hear my bootleg review. How do you guys feel about the show? And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.